You're listening to the home of cool, irreverent, and entertaining talk, right here on LA Talk Radio. You're listening to Question Reality with Priscilla Leona. Only on LA Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome to Question Reality. I'm your host, Priscilla Leona, and we're coming to you live from Studio City, California. And you can catch our show every Sunday from 5 p.m. to 5:50 p.m. And if this is your first time tuning in, our show is basically about informative entertainment. And it's done in a really fun, hopefully, upbeat improv style. And we're going to provide you with tips and advice and resource information on how to pursue a career in show business. And we have guests that work in various professions of the entertainment industry. And that means that we're definitely going to have someone from a career that you're interested in sooner or later. So tune in. If someone's not on that you really want to hear from today, definitely in the future, someone's going to be on that you are going to be psyched about. And if you want to know who's going to be on in the future, you can always visit our website, the Question Reality official website, which is at questionreality.us. Not .com, questionreality.us. And if you want to check out any of our past guests, read about their bios, and listen to downloads of any of the shows, you can do that 24 hours a day. You would go to the LA Talk Radio station website, that's latalkradio.com, and you click on now the links have changed a little bit. I believe that you would click on Channel 1, and you would scroll down and look for Question Reality. It has a picture of my cute little face. You click on that, and that has an archive of all of the past shows. So you just look for whatever show you want, and it has a little bio, and then you can click play, and play will play it automatically. And if you click download, you can save the show for later and listen to it at your leisure. So we're also on iTunes. So if you want to go to iTunes, we're also under Question Reality Radio. And we would love for you to call in and ask questions or provide any comments on the guest that's currently on the show. Because we are live, you can do that. And we hope that you can do that between 5:15 and 5:30. So when you call in, we take your calls directly. You don't have to go through a screening process. And the call-in number should be right in front of you if you are on the website now. But if you're not on the website and you're listening to us on iTunes, you can call in at 323-203-0815. Again, 323-203-0815. And again, if you liked our show and you found that it was helpful to you in some way, or you want to suggest a guest for an upcoming show, you can email us. I would love to hear from you, and my guests would like the comment, and hopefully only good comments, but you know, it is America. You can say what you want. Email us at info@questionreality.us, info@questionreality.us, not .com. Now, we have a fantastic guest with us today. Very excited. This year, I wanted to go more behind the scenes. I think that it's really good for people to know, yes, there's careers as an actor and musician and model and writer and producer and director and casting director and all of that, but there are so many behind-the-scenes people, like behind-the-scenes people, like, for example, set coordinators and production designers and the whole business aspect which you can be involved with if for some reason it turns out that you decide that acting is not for you, or singing or modeling or whatever you came out here to pursue a career. And if you decide it's not for you, but you still want to be involved in the entertainment business, there's many, many, many other careers. And in the upcoming months, we're going to be having a lot of people that are behind the scenes that have jobs like script supervisors, makeup people, costumers, people who are going to tell you what it's actually like working on the set in a non-frontal position. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun and very, very, very interesting. But we're going to start off with someone that is more on the business side. You know, you are a business when you're pursuing a career in entertainment. just like if you were an owner of your own store or any other type of entrepreneurial pursuit. And you have to think of yourself as that, as I have said for the past year. And we have a person here today from what I thought was a very, very interesting, it's an interesting concept in that because the world is changing, we have webisodes and mobisodes and we have email and we have very little social contact these days, but this is a great new way to market yourself. I really found it fascinating. I thought, oh my God, she has to come on the show and tell people about this because it is one of the ways. It is a company called Hello World. The website is helloworld.com, and she is a representative from helloworld.com. And this is the new way that you can market and network and promote yourself. And I think it's fantastic. And the representative here today is Janet Bryant. Hi, Janet Bryant.
Why, hello, Leona. It's so nice to be here with you.
Well, thank you for calling me my last name. I love it. It's like, hey, Stryker. Hey, Williamson. She always calls me Leona, even though my name's Priscilla Leona, but she loves to call me Leona. I let her. She's the only one allowed. I feel like I'm on the Miami Vice hit squad. I'm like a detective.
I love that name, and I know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, Priscilla is kind of hard. So you are a representative of Hello World. Now, what is actually your technical title for being a representative at Hello World?
Well, my technical title, really, I'm an affiliate with VM Direct / Hello World.
Okay.
VM Direct is actually the business arm. Hello World is the social, the availability for one to have their own personal TV show.
Isn't that? Now, is it just to have their own personal TV show? Is it like a podcast, or is it more like could these people? Well, I was thinking it was more like when I send Janet an email, you know what she does? She responds back, but she sends me the response back via an email, which is a video, and that's what I was thinking more so for, which would be really good for actors or people that were trying to showcase themselves, because if you can send this to a casting director, it's much better. You could actually do like a whole little monologue and send it via casting director. So that's why I brought you on, because I thought it would really be good for actors or people in the entertainment business as well as the business aspect for other professions.
You are correct.
Now, how so do you feel that it would be beneficial to people in the entertainment business, other than what I thought?
Well, I am glad you asked. Let me start. First of all, when you receive the video mail, that is just one facet.
Oh.
If you would have clicked on any of the banners that were around that, you would have went to any one of my websites that I had embedded. So now you're opening up a whole different information that's just not on one page. It's totally three-dimensional. Not only would you be able to do the video mail, but you're also able to do live broadcasting.
Wow.
So if you've got talents, and I know many actors out here have talent, they just do not have the venue in order to expose themselves.
Right.
So this is one way where they can actually do a reading, and then they could record that reading,
right,
archive that reading, and send it out to thousands of people.
That's fantastic.
Not only that, we have the availability of pay-per-view. Now, let me repeat that. Pay-per-view means if you are a musician or a person that does spoken word or an author, and you would like to get paid continuously every time someone views this information that you have recorded, you can with your PayPal account. So therefore, they have to pay you first before they can see that video anytime, 24/7.
Wow.
Worldwide.
Wow. And do you get to choose how much they charge, or is it a set?
That's your business.
Okay.
You choose what you want to charge.
So this company doesn't charge a percentage like PayPal, for example. When I get money from someone, they take their pennies real quick.
No.
They take a percentage off the top. So is it like that, or?
No, it isn't. What you pay for is you are a subscriber. So for your subscription, you pay a monthly fee according to your needs.
Oh, I see. So they have various programs.
We have various programs.
Wow, that's fantastic. So the money, when they click So will they have their own website? How would they see? Would it be on Hello World website?
That's correct.
Okay, and is it broken down in categories?
It is.
How is it set up?
It is totally set up. First of all, when you go to the site, you upload your own picture or a picture of something that you want someone to know you by. And then on there, you have the availability to have broadcast. I'm talking about live broadcast.
Okay.
Then you also are able to do videos. Let's say you've done videos, you may upload those.
Okay.
Then you can do pictures, headshots, you can upload those. Music, if you have favorite music, let's say you're a musician and you got some great tunes that you would like to show, you are able to upload that, and then you tell the person, when you go to my website, click on that.
Okay.
Then you also have the ability to do video blogging. Now, you know the difference between video blogging and just all of that boring typing blogging?
I do not blog. I do not have time to blog. I can barely get through my emails every day. So that's what I think is so great about the whole concept of video blogging.
Exactly.
Because I cannot sit there and type endlessly for hours, my thoughts, my feelings. I'm overloaded. I just want to get through an email. I don't want to talk about my feelings during the day. I have to pawn them off on Albert every day. He's my video recorder.
Okay, but
that's
this.
A great idea.
Exactly. What do you think about the
It's
person
so much
who's
easier.
watching it?
Yeah.
I'm now receiving your information. I'm receiving your feelings and exactly what you want me to feel.
Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. And I'll tell you why. Because I have found ever since the invention of email that it is so easy to get miscommunications via email. I have had situations where, I joke a lot, and it's very hard to joke via email, I have found. And I have found people that have been on the other end who didn't take it as a joke and have cursed my ass out. Perfect example. I had an audition scheduled for Saturday, right? So this it was just an independent film. It's like she wasn't even like a casting director. She was like an assistant of a USC film student. So she saw my picture on Actors Access and she asked me to audition for this part. And so I said, yes, I'd be more than happy to show up. Just let me know. Took her 4 days to get back to me. Now I'm sending her an email because the audition is for Saturday. So I audition her I email her for 4 days asking her to send the sides. No response. Finally, I said something like, well, this will be the last time that I send an email. I imagine the emails are going to email heaven. So I'll show up at 4:30 and we can just wing it. Oh my God. She took such offense to that, sent me an email back and said, I resent what you said. I found it totally offensive. How dare you say that my email, I respond to emails and blah, blah, blah. She went on and on and on. That is how you can miscommunicate via an email because the people can't see your face. They can't hear your tone.
Exactly.
And that's why video email is probably, I think, the way of the future.
It is.
As long as you don't mind getting up 3 hours and putting your damn face on and you got to put some makeup on and comb your hair and get prepared. But I think it's better. It's easier.
It is.
I think it is. But that's one example of how, and I can't tell you how many people have told me that they have gotten into arguments with people, text, email, arguments, because it doesn't come out. It doesn't translate all the time.
That's
you have
true.
to be so careful what you write. It's almost now you have to be an editor when you write emails.
That is true.
You got to say, oh God, is that going to offend him? Is that going to offend her? Am I saying something that could be miscommunicated?
Or misspell the word shirt.
Oh, or misspell, right. Oh, yeah. So that's why I think video email is definitely the way of the future, don't you? I love that. Now, do you, in order to do this, though, I know most people do have the laptops and they have the computers that have the camera equipment, but a lot of actors others pursuing careers who come out here may not be able to, believe it or not, afford a laptop that has that built-in capability.
Exactly.
So what does one do if they want to participate in this service? What would they do? Would they still have to buy the equipment though, or
they would? However, we're talking about most of all of your computers today that's on the market.
Laptops?
Even if it's a desktop, they'll work.
Okay.
The Logitech camera is compatible.
Okay.
Which is what I have.
Me too.
You don't need anything extremely expensive. The one that I like the best and I recommend is the Logitech 9000.
Okay.
It runs for $99 in most places.
Okay.
And many times you will find it with a rebate of at least $40. So you end up paying, you got to pay the $99 first.
Right.
And of course, send in your receipt and all that little good stuff. And before you know it, here you got a $50 check back. And, and that works. And you, in the meantime, the reason I recommend that.
It's real easy to set up, right?
Oh, there's absolutely no software. All you do is just install the camera.
Yep.
With the program that we have, everything is on the server and not on your computer. Nothing is on your hard drive.
Oh, that's great.
Video itself is a large file.
Oh, huge.
And if you had to have it stored on your hard drive, you would have to replace that so soon.
Not only that, but it's so hard to put video on a website and have it load fast.
Exactly.
A lot of people still have dial-up.
That's
Can
correct.
you imagine
That's
trying
correct.
to have
right.
somebody, a casting person, for example, go and look at your video on your website and you have dial-up? Because a lot of people, again, in the entertainment business can't afford to have cable, and they can afford the dial-up.
Well, most of your people in the entertainment industry live basically out in this area. And I do know of a good connection for DSL, because that is what you really need.
You do.
That can run you for a little less than $20 a month. So what I look at is if you started out just using the program as a customer, that's $9.95 a month.
Okay.
You're getting your camera, and let's just round it up with the tax. Let's say $100.
Right.
And you've got a computer.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you just set the Logitech camera up somewhere, then what about the speaker? Is that going to be from the laptop too?
The speaker is inside the camera.
Inside the camera?
Yes,
oh, you can tell I'm so technically challenged. He's the technical expert.
But you know what? You're pretty good.
Wow. I'm just thinking common sense. That's all. I'm really good at that, but I'm not good at technical. Okay, so the little Logitech camera has the speaker.
You want the one that has the speaker
Good
included,
point. Make sure.
there are ones that do not.
We bought one has no speaker.
Yes, where you had to also have an additional headset.
The microphone.
Yes.
Yeah.
The reason now, those are good.
That's why I never set it up, because it was too much of a hassle.
Okay, now they do have a place that you can utilize it, and that's because within our program, not only are you able to do video email, not only are you able to do live broadcasting and the video blogging, but you also can do face-to-face talking to each other with instant messaging. That's also video.
Wow.
And you can talk to other people who also have this program. No long-distance charges.
What?
And you may speak to anyone anywhere in the world.
Wow. I love that. That is so cool.
I mean, that's why I was telling you about it. I wanted to just share the information. Let the person, I feel this way. I can make a decision if I get the facts.
Yeah.
Then I can, based off of, okay, what do I need? So let's say that, hypothetically, let's say that you did not have a computer.
Yeah.
I would go out right now. There are quite a few laptops that are running, around $500?
$500-$600. You can get Dells
that's
for
correct.
$500-$600.
That's correct. So I would get that if I didn't have one. I'm just talking about the person who's just starting.
Yeah.
Most people that come to California, they have left their family.
Right.
So you want to stay in touch with them. You can do this.
Perfect.
So it's not only that you're going to be utilizing it for a business to market yourself,
right,
but you can use it to stay in touch, and your family will feel confident when they get those video emails from you saying, you know what, Mom, hey, my diet doesn't consist of a whole lot. I'm working with the McDonald's $1 specials, but you see, I haven't lost any weight, and I'm going on auditions every day. I mean, these are things that keep you going. And one of the things I find with our up-and-coming actors, many of them do not get the break that they think they're going to get.
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah.
It takes time. It takes thick-skinned. But what you're going to have to do is work smart.
Right.
We're now in the technical world.
Yes.
And if you're not coming up with this, you will be left behind. And it doesn't mean that you don't have the talent.
Right.
You just didn't get a chance to display what you had.
That's right. People never know about it unless you display it. I was just seeing you could do monologues. You could do monologues. You could do scenes, like total scenes. And you can do an email blast to all these casting directors.
You could, exactly.
A casting person or an agent if you're trying to get an agent.
That's
right. You know, if you don't have an agent, do a scene. Let them know how good you are, and then do an email blast.
There you go.
They will look at a video quicker than, hey, here's my website. Why don't you check it out? Because then you got to click on the website and then wait for it to upload, and then you got to look for the links, and then and it really is. It takes time, and these casting people do not have time. They are constantly casting, and they want fast.
They do, and they don't want to continually fill their shelves up with a lot of DVDs.
Yeah.
So this way, they have absolutely nothing but the information you sent them.
And another good thing is with this video email, a lot of things that casting people say is they get these headshots and people never look like the headshots, and they call people in and they don't look.
True.
With the video email, they're going to see exactly the way you look.
That's true.
So that could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Well,
but it's usually a good thing because people if they want to cast you, you have the look, whatever they're looking for. So if you don't, you're just not going to get the part. Don't go out and get any cheek implants. Cheek implants, lip implants, nose, rhinoceros, rose, whatever the hell that is with the nose, rhinoplasty, and eyebrows lifted to the brow. Eyebrows lifted to the top of the hairline.
Yes.
You know, you have the look. Leave yourself alone and just videotape yourself. Save the money and get video email.
There you go.
Yeah, because I think that is the way to go, because you can, they'll be able to see you do your scene. And, good lighting. Just make sure you have good lighting set up. Another investment. But people need to start thinking themselves as a business.
Exactly.
And modern. And a lot of casting people may not have even heard of they've heard of it, but it's not actively in use as much as it should.
That's correct.
So the people who would open the emails, like the agents or the casting director or the casting people, producers, directors, whoever you send it to, they are going to be fascinated with the whole concept. Wow, let me check this out. And they're going to click on it just because it's a new thing and they want to see it.
Right. And not only that, you're showing how you think.
Right.
That you're being innovative.
That's right. Creative, innovative.
Exactly.
State of the art. You're a thinker. You're a mover.
Right.
You're investing in your career. Another thing people, casting people really respect are people who put in the time, the hours, and show that they not only have the talent, but they have a business sense.
Exactly.
Because especially agents, because I'm telling you, everybody thinks their life is going to be solved by getting an agent if they're an actor or a writer or whoever, an agent, period. But it is not, because these agents, they get the projects. What do? They immediately start thinking in their mind, who can I remember first? That is the way they think. Who can I remember first? It's the person who stands out. Well, you may not be actively hounding the agent, which you shouldn't, but you might not be actively on the mind of the agent. So what you need to do is you need to constantly bombard them. Well, not really bombard them. Maybe once a month. But just send a video email once a month and say, hey, I'm going to just use my agent's name. Hey, JR, it's Priscilla. How are you? Booking anything good? Don't forget about me. And just a bright, cheery, happy reminder, right?
That's true. Exactly.
And especially for the holidays.
Especially for the holidays. And not only that, Priscilla, you can also say, especially, let's say that you're in a play or someone has contacted you, you can send that to your agent and say, guess
Absolutely.
what? I am going to be on such and such a thing. Click here.
So much better.
Yes.
So much better.
And now your agent see that you're going that extra mile.
Right.
It makes your agent want to work more for you.
That's where I was going with this, and I'm rambling off on something else like I normally do. I'll start out with one thought, then it just spider webs into 5 other thoughts.
But that's a good thing.
But that's, because I can think of so many things. But because the agent, so many people think getting an agent, it's the end-all, be-all. But you know what, honey? No, it is not.
No, it isn't.
It isn't, because they have a ton of other people to work with. There's constantly people coming in. They're not going to remember you next week, let alone tomorrow.
That's correct.
No, tomorrow, let alone next week. So you have to think of yourself as a business and show them that you are out there actively pursuing work.
Exactly.
Because an agent gets a percentage of everything you do, whether or not they book it or not.
That's correct.
There are a lot of times I book my own stuff. I get called for things, but I still pay my agent.
Right.
Which is another thing. Make sure you pay your agent even if he or she does not know about the work that you're doing, because a lot of times, people get jobs on their own, and
that's true.
They think the agent's not going to find out, and I think that's so wrong. But and you got to show the agent that you're out there working constantly.
Exactly.
And this is a perfect way to constantly let them know that you are on their mind.
And another great thing that I like about this, let's say that you do have a website, and if I'm not mistaken, aren't you a web designer?
Yeah, a website designer.
Okay. So by you being a web designer, that means that you are already creating and you're doing things. When you make a video, we have the ability to just copy, cut and paste that video onto your website.
Oh.
So now when a person goes to your website can say, hi, this is Priscilla Leona. I do websites, and I'd love to have your website talking like mine. Contact me. So now you've got that, but I'm going to take it one step further.
I was thinking YouTube. Okay.
YouTube
where you can top the URL. You're saying copy the URL address. Okay.
Yes, you can. You can copy the code, and you can have it on your website. Now, mind you, it's yours.
Okay.
It's in your vault.
Okay.
So it never will go away until you delete it.
Okay.
YouTube can't say, there's a limit. You can only do 10 minutes. You can do 20 minutes. Whatever the amount that you purchase of this program, you have that type of time. Okay.
And how's the streaming on that?
The streaming is excellent.
Okay.
And the other great thing about it is that, remember, because it's streaming and it's in your vault, when a person clicks on it, the video is not coming to them. They're being linked to the video that's in the vault. So that's going to make it open up much faster, because it's not having to download.
Yeah.
Plus,
go ahead.
$39.95 plus tax will allow you to become a web affiliate. Now, let me tell you what a web affiliate gets.
Janet, tell us what a web affiliate is.
You still pay the $9.95 for your video business, okay? Each and every month that you can use.
Okay.
But if someone clicks on that link that's on your website and they hear you talking and they say, I want to do that,
right?
And they sign up from your website, guess who gets a 20% commission?
You do.
Yes, Priscilla.
Isn't that something? 20%
you don't even know that
of,
person of whatever the amount that they get.
Oh.
If they get a $9.95 account, that's 20% is almost $2.
Wow. So it's like multi-level marketing too.
And get paid every month that they pay that, as long as they keep the account. But let's say it's not going to stop there. Let's say that they need more video. So they upgrade and they get one that's $19.95, other one that's $39.95, other one that's $189.95. You choose what you need by your own usage.
Wow.
No contract.
I love that.
Anytime you want.
Love that.
Start and stop as often as you want.
Ooh.
It's your business. And can you imagine? I look at it this way. You really want to make $1 million comfortably?
And that's perfect
make
for an actor.
$1 from 1 million people.
That's right.
Each and every month.
I love that.
So this is what I'm looking at. Now we're talking about a person going on their audition.
Yeah.
If they get it, it's great.
Yeah.
If they don't get it, it's great, because they're still making money.
That's right. So it's not only that are you using it to to market and network yourself and promote yourself as a business, but also turning other people onto it is going to net you money. And what's perfect for an actor? That's a great part-time job. And you don't have to do anything. Actor, director,
anybody else.
Singer,
exactly.
Writer, anybody actually.
Well, look at it this way. Circuit City said that they're closing their stores, and that's 34,000 people that are supposedly scheduled to lose jobs.
That's right.
So let's say you knew a few of those. You tell them about this. So, I mean, it's anybody, because who doesn't utilize communication?
That's right. I think
So we're not talking about something that's a consumable product.
Okay.
We're not talking about something that does not need to be used.
Right.
And there's no such thing as no one can use it, because grandmas can use this.
Right.
They live here in California, and their child lives in Texas.
Right.
They can get on in front of their camera and read a bedtime story to grandma.
I love that. I love that. And I was going to play the devil's advocate for a minute and say, how different is this? I mean, why would I choose Hello World over, I mean, I know, but let's just say, why would I choose Hello World over just getting equipment set up and doing a podcast directly in my home and being able to send it out? How could you do it or not do it? How is that different?
Oh, the very big difference is, first of all, like you stated, you'd need all the equipment.
Right.
I do a podcast, and all I'm doing is using this computer you see right here, okay, and my little webcam.
Okay.
So now I can do my podcast, and as soon as I update that my podcast, you're notified that there's a new episode of a story or whatever it is that I'm doing. What my husband did this past year during the campaign, he did all kind of blogs. He just had himself a ball. And every time it updated, it notified all the people who had signed on that they would like to get his next episode. And many of them are still commenting on the things that he said. But you get a chance to have a venue of voicing out your opinions.
Oh, my God. I just thought of another perfect use for this.
What is it?
Comedians.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, that is perfect because comedians are probably one of the poorest. I mean, starting. I mean, it's hard for all artists.
Exactly.
But comedians tell me that they are the poorest, so I'm just going to believe them. Of course, the actors say they're the poorest, but the comedians, it's very hard for a lot of comedians. I was at Molly Malone's Friday night, and a friend of mine is a comedian. He said, I would love to perform at the Ice House, but I called there and they said that they need a demo reel. Well, he doesn't have a lot of money. He said, how can I do it? And I said, well, you need to get a demo reel. You need to get someone to videotape you. But now, or you can do it now I was telling him just do it in front of his camera. He doesn't have a laptop. He doesn't have anything. He's a comedian. Most comedians don't have that, believe it or not.
But no, you're right.
But that would be perfect. He could do like his whole routine.
He sure could.
Just set up the background, do a little lighting, do his whole routine, and send it to the owner of the club via email.
Not only could he do that, if he's good, he could first start sending it out to just all of us.
Yeah.
I mean,
because he needs people to come to the show.
Exactly.
They don't care how good you are as long as you fill those damn seats and buy your two damn drinks.
Exactly.
Get your chicken fingers.
Once he gets good, pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So we will pay him. Now he can go and do other things. And then he can also say, yes, I have my own show. And guess what? Hello World has Hello TV.
That's right.
Yeah, we have Hello TV
and
on there.
And they can comment on it. He could ask people, am I really good or do I suck the big one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you go on that site, at the very top, it says Hello TV. You click on it, and you see all kind of shows that have been uploaded, just like you see on YouTube. The only difference, no commercials.
Do you have to watch commercials on YouTube?
Well, on YouTube, as soon as your video finishes, somebody else's pops up there, whether I want it or not, and I have to go back to say replay. But on this one, yours will stay right there until I move it. I don't care how many you have.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. I just saw this paper laying here. I want to run this by and see, make sure we covered everything. Okay, so here we go. For $39.95 plus tax, This is optional because you can just become a member, right, and do the $9.95.
That's correct.
But to become a web affiliate, it's $39.95 one-time fee.
That's correct.
Plus tax.
$9.95 a month.
So you pay the $39.95 plus tax. That's one time, and then forevermore you would pay just the $9.95.
Exactly.
Per month. Okay. So with that, you get let's see. Virtual administrative center. Am I supposed to be reading that?
If
you
you
get
like.
a virtual administrative center. You get the Hello World Studio with Hello World email account. You get the replicated VM Direct website. So they're going to have their own little website. Oh, very good. A replicated Hello World profile page and 24/7 product support. And if you get other people to sign up, 20% commission for all the customers that come through your website. So they would click on that and say, hey, I want to sign up.
Now, that's from, remember, you have to have a website. If you don't have a website, then you need to contact Priscilla Leona.
Well, yeah. Design on a Dime websites. I love that. Now, here are the services. Hello World email account. You can create, send, reply with text or video. I love that. Video recording time, 2 minutes. Video viewer notifications. Love that.
Yes, that means that I can't tell you I didn't get the email because you're going to get the notification.
Oh, I love that. Oh, we are going to nail those bastards. Now, don't be telling me you didn't get my email. I love that already. Bulk group limit per send 10. Okay. Under video IM, that's instant messaging, I assume. Private video chat, 4-person group video.
Yes.
That's if you
now
want to.
You know what we're talking about.
Or if you want to do porn.
No.
No.
That's why I wanted that clarified because you listeners out there, no.
No, unfortunately,
However,
no porno.
now, let me tell you about the 4 people.
Yeah.
One could be in Australia.
Okay.
One could be in Florida.
Yeah.
You could be here.
Yeah.
And one could be in Georgia. And all of you will see each other.
I love it. So you really can't participate in porn or swinging. Janet won't allow that. But you can be in other countries doing what you're doing on the video camera. You got that Christian woman sitting next to me. She's going to get me now. Okay, let's see what else we got. Adjustable video sizes. Oh, I love that. Yeah. So does that mean you can do the video where it's 320 by something, and
yes.
or it can be bigger?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because some of them are too small. I love that. Video and text chat viewing functionality. What is that? Video and text. So while the video is playing, you can be texting, or what does that mean?
Well, when we said video, yes, you can. You and I could actually be talking to each other, and we can also type at the same time.
Oh, my God, I
yes,
can't talk and type.
When we're in the chat room, because we actually have our own chat room as well, we can actually type while we actually are talking.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, my, I can't do that. I'm not that
yes,
multifunctional.
You'd be surprised at what you can do. Or either what you can do is while I'm talking, then you type. You say something you just want to type, and you can do that. And then when you click, I see it.
Oh, yeah. So something private, like if we have the 4 people, you can say to your friend, "Oh, hell no, she looks tore up from the floor up. Look at her hair." No, I'm
because
just
what you would do is you can actually design and set up your own meeting rooms.
Oh God, you got it all going on. Okay, so under live broadcasting, let's see, broadcast hours per month, you get 10. Broadcast session length 60 minutes, so
that's
1
an
hour.
Yeah.
Viewers per session 3. Now, what is
and we're
that?
talking about 1 hour, no commercials. There's a big difference. That's a long time.
Oh, okay. So
and viewers, that means that you can have 3 people observing that at that time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now, others can come and look at it once you've archived it because everything is automatically archived if you choose to.
Okay. But that's live, the 3
that's
at a time. Okay.
Exactly.
Immediate archiving, customizable graphics with links. What does that mean?
That's what I was telling you about, that when I send you the video mail, if you click on any of those graphics, it will take you to different websites that I've already embedded.
Okay.
So that's what they mean by the links.
Okay. Push graphic slides. What's that?
That means that if I am doing a video and I'm doing a live broadcast, I'm talking, and then I also will have an entire slideshow. And I can click on each slide. You will see beside me, I'm talking here, right beside me will be the actual slide.
Oh,
just
so
as if it was in a classroom.
Oh, my God, that's great.
$9.95
Oh
now.
God, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, so you could talk to your friend in Greece and say, "Oh, here's our picture where we got drunk and threw up last Friday."
Yes, you could.
I'm always gonna get chatted on that.
I noticed that. Stop talking about your personal life.
I actually don't drink at all. I don't do drugs or drink at all.
Isn't that a great thing?
But I love to shock Janet. Now, let's see. We've got, also, what viewer polling questions.
Yes.
You can make up your own polling questions.
Yes, you can. Just like you saw they did on How to Be a Millionaire. You have the same concept.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
And video, oh my God, what's this? Video watermarked with VM logo.
That means that whatever you do when you make your videos here, they're yours. Oh. So they can't do they can't take one of those pirate things like you can on YouTube and take your video.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
neither can you upload anything on our site that you have taken from somewhere else.
Oh, so you can't upload YouTube stuff?
No, not if it doesn't belong to you.
Okay, got it. How would it know that it didn't belong to you? Like if you took the code from, because it's embedded with a YouTube code. See, I told you I'm not technical.
I see you are.
I'm not technical.
Yes, you are.
All right, pay-per-view functionality. I think we talked about that
That
before.
is where you can get it. So now we're talking about, remember, at the $39.95.
Right.
Plus tax. Now you've got your link on your website. Okay. You're paying your $9.95, and you've got people to signing up on your site, so you're making 20% commission.
Oh, I love
Now,
that.
on top of that, because of the different talents that you have, you now are having a pay-per-view for when a person clicks on the video that you are doing. Let's say that you are a public speaker. Most of the time when you set up for a public speaker, you're going to get your hotel room, you're going to charge people to come to it and hope that enough show up to cover your expense. This way you can invite them to your live broadcast, and where you normally would charge $50, you can charge $5. You've got so many more people. Now, in this case, because this is at that level, remember, you can only have 3 immediate.
Right.
But that's only when you're immediately broadcasting.
Right.
Many people that's going to come on 24/7, 5 or 6, 3 months later, they're still having to pay that same $5 to see that show.
So once it's archived, it could be like 5 million people watching.
That's correct.
Right? Love that.
That's correct.
I like that. Okay, private viewing functionality.
Private viewing functionality. That's you. I've invited you to come because you wanted me to demonstrate for you.
All right.
So therefore, we'll set it up private, and I will give you the code to sign on. Nobody else will be able to be there in our private viewing.
I see.
Okay?
All right.
And sometimes you want that.
Yeah, that's true. I can see that.
Especially, let's say that you are practicing, you know that you're going to be doing an audition, and you say, hey, Janet, will you please meet me online and let's practice until I look like I got this part down?
Stop it. I love that.
That's what this is. I'm serious.
You know what? Because a lot of times it is so hard, especially when you're, doing scenes.
Yes.
And a lot of times it's such a hassle to meet the person. There's traffic and this and that. So it would be perfect if you could both stay in your own house.
Now you're talking.
And do the scene.
You've got it, Priscilla.
I love that. That
Bingo.
is awesome. I thought of another thing you could do.
Okay.
Oh, stop it. I'm like exploding with ideas. Albert, this would be perfect for you. He's a musician.
Okay.
He's a guitar player, bass player. It would be perfect if your friends got this and they could hook up and you guys could have a jam session.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jam session. We don't have to drive all the way to their studios.
That's true.
Would it be in real time, though? Would you hear it, or would it be that streaming kind of get stuck kind of thing that I hate with videos?
Now, you know what?
What?
I would say that if you're doing it, it should be in real time, because when I'm doing the video, it is in real time.
Okay, so if you
live broadcasting, that is.
Okay. All right. So that it would be just in real time. It wouldn't be that kind of draggy stuff where it freezes.
Now, let me tell you what that comes from. when you notice that those freezes and things, those are things that we have absolutely no control, because what that is, that's the message that's coming through those lines. So we don't have control, or in the airspace.
Okay.
So every now and then you're going to have that. And a lot of people sometimes, it's like, oh, but that's the only thing. I said, well, do you throw your cell phone away because you dropped a call?
Well, that's a good point, isn't it?
No, we don't.
That's right.
So we don't have control over the airwaves, and we don't know who, at the time that we decide to do this, 500 other people decide to log on.
Right.
And if they've got the same service we've got, all of that's coming through those wires.
But question, would it be affected if you were doing it, say you wanted to have the jam session on the private, what was that you said?
Now, on the private
viewing.
Now, there's a possibility, but again, we're talking about their connection from their house.
Okay.
And the connection from Albert's house.
So they would all have to have good connection.
That is correct.
Okay. Good, but still, it's possible.
And we're
really
talking about
love that.
DSL. Now, with one great thing about this is when I set up for my live broadcast, when I do live broadcast, usually I do it once a week at least.
Right.
I do click the little check that says, for the person that still has the dial-up. So, therefore, they can get it.
Okay.
Now, they may not be able to do a video, but they can be able to receive mine.
I see.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Now, under the media vault, let's see, the storage, 5 gigabytes. What's that mean?
That means that every time you record a video, that recorded video stays in your media vault that nobody can get to. It's password protected, but you.
Okay.
And only you can delete it.
Okay.
And it's up to that amount of
That's
space.
pretty good, isn't it, Albert? 5 gigabytes, that's a lot of space.
Again, remember how much?
What do you mean?
$9.95.
$9.95.
See, a lot of times you get caught up in the price and you said, that's all, but you got to remember, look at what I'm paying for.
Yeah, that's true. And the upload file size limit, 150 megabytes, maximum video recording time, 30 minutes, media player formatting, Windows Media Player, Flash, MP3, Wave, transcoding time, audio unlimited, video 500 minutes, bandwidth high, and the quality of media you can provide each month, 10 gigabytes, approximately 10,000 viewing minutes.
Now, that's a lot.
That is so
Not only
much.
that, let me tell you about the transcoding.
Okay.
How many times have someone sent you something that was video and you could not open it?
Oh, I hate that.
But what this does, it automatically, when I click on that link, it finds out what's compatible to my computer and then opens. Wow. The only computer that it still does not work that well on, and I like to say that up front, is the Mac.
We're not Mac
did when
people.
they designed this for PC, because what we wanted to do is market this to the masses.
Yeah.
If you market to the masses, you can keep the price moderate.
No.
Okay? It's not cheap.
Right.
It's moderate.
So it still works with Mac, but it's not
right. But with Mac, you've got to do a whole. You got to go through a whole bunch of extra. That's correct.
Okay. We got 4 minutes. What else do you want to talk about while you're here? What else do you feel the people need to know? It's a great product.
Well,
I really I can't imagine why anybody would not, if you really need to aggressively pursue a career in any business.
In any business.
I think. Now, we've been talking about entertainment, how that will work with entertainment, but just for the last now your website directly, this is where they should go.
Right.
So it is, let's have you do the website address.
The website that they really should go to if they want to look at both the rates for the affiliate and the rates for the customer, that would be www.v as in Victor, M as in Mary, direct, direct.com/J Bryant. And that VM actually stands for video media.
Oh, do it again.
www.V as in Victor, M as in Mary, direct, direct.com/J Bryant.
And you want to do J Bryant so that she can get her 20% commission.
Of course. And let me tell you something. When you go there, that very first screen shows you all the countries that we're currently doing business in.
Wow.
So this is an international company.
That is fantastic.
Now, there's one other thing that I would like to say that is so important.
Okay.
And that is because if you become an affiliate, I'm not saying you must, but if you do, this is a home business. If it's a home business, you get a chance to get home business tax breaks.
Oh, yeah.
So most people are renting. Whatever space that is that you use, you can utilize that and have that as a tax deduction.
Wow.
So no matter how much money you may make, it still doesn't make sense to pay more taxes than you should.
That's right.
Because you do not have a home business.
That's right.
So why not have a home business that's created around what you do?
I love it. This is a smart woman here. Janet Bryant, you are an incredibly smart woman. I recommend everybody checks out this website. It is
www.vmdirect.com/J Bryant.
You got to go there, people. Check it out. Check this video out. You're going to love it. I love getting my little video messages from Janet. It's just so much easier than reading. I mean, come on. Let's just eliminate reading altogether as a society. Let's just go video. It's the way to go. I want to thank you so much, Janet Bryant, for coming on today. Thank you, Pete, for being here. Pete's just been monitoring, make sure we're holding everything up. And God, I hope you come back on the show maybe later on in the year.
I would love to.
And please, if you have any questions for Janet, any further questions, feel free to email us at info@questionreality.us. And you've been a great guest, and thank you for sharing. I hope people take advantage of this because
I do too.
This is a great opportunity. It really is. And I want to thank everybody, and we hope you come back next week. We're going to have a huge casting director in the business. Her name is Megan Foley. She is with Megan Foley Casting, and she is fantastic. And you're going to get a lot of casting advice. So be prepared to call in. So check us out next week at 5 p.m. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Do you need a website but don't think that you can afford one? Do you dread the thought of even doing the research to find a company that you can afford? Do you cringe because you know that the person you talk to will try to sell you more than the advertised price? At Design on a Dime websites, we pride ourselves in being able to design original, professional, efficient, creative, and extremely affordable websites. Your website design will load fast, be customized to fit your needs and vision, and be presented in a clear, concise, and easy-to-read format with user-friendly link navigation. We challenge you to find a company that has lower prices and better customer service with beautiful, original designs. So, gather some dimes together and call us today at 213-687-6903 or visit us on the web at designonadime.us for your personal consultation with a very friendly representative who will be able to give you a great website that fits your budget.